in the very heart of the European Union, on the Schuman Square in Brussels. So I will show you right now. That's the European Commission. We are in the heart of the European Quarter, so-called European Quarter in Brussels. On the right, you can see European Commission, and on the left, there are still like buildings which are belong to the European Commission. This is the old building and so forth. So this is entire street. It's dedicated. It's like heart of the European Union. European Union, it's not the state, but if it would be, we are like near the government of the European Union. Why are we here? Because here people gathering in the support of Belarus. So I'm turning to show you that the rally which takes place right now as a sign of solidarity with people of Belarus who fight for freedom on the streets. Right now, all over the country, basically all major factories took to the streets, and people here in support of the free people in Belarus. So what's going on in Belarus? Just to tell you briefly, like for those of you who don't know, and by the way, thank you very much for watching this international attention. It's what is badly needed for Belarus and very, very much appreciated, trust me, by the people of Belarus. So what's going on in Belarus? Belarus, it's the country under dictatorship. 26 years, there is one guy in power who rules over the country, and that's it. That's how it stays until today. Until today, there is only one ruler of Belarus. His name is Alexander Lukashenko. He is a former chief of a Soviet state farm who almost by accident became a president. But since he got to this presidency, he never gave up this power. And it was going gradually until the very bad things started to happen in Belarus. Despite his long rule, people finally decided to turn him down, and a new candidate, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, she managed to like heal the divided nation, and she managed to bring people together and to show to the entire world that all the people of Belarus are against Lukashenko, and she managed to run such a campaign which, despite all violations, demonstrated pure and clear. Sorry for the noise. So she was able to show pure and clear to the entire world that Lukashenko is lost. He did not got the votes which he claiming to, and Lukashenko is claiming to have 80% of the votes, whereas in reality, independent polling and analysis shows that he got 10% at most, probably less. So what happens in the recent days in Belarus? The country is uprising, and people just trying to protect their votes. So they took to the streets demanding new elections. People took to the streets demanding new elections. So what did the government do? They throw people in jail. Right now, there are like 5,000 people who are in jail in Belarus just because they voted and they wanted these votes to be counted properly. Moreover, unfortunately, these people are not only just sitting in jail, they are being tortured there. So yesterday, over overwhelming evidence appeared that people are being badly tortured in Belarusian jails. Uh, Horrendous atrocities happening right now in jail still, despite some people are out, but still Lukashenko thugs, they torture people. So you can find the images which are right now in all major media, I believe, media outlets all over the world, how people are being tortured. They beat them up. They stuck them 50 people in for cell for 4 people in jails. They don't give food for days. They beat them up badly. Uh, Prison guards, they humiliate people, political detainees in Belarus. And once again, all the crime of those people is that they wanted their votes to be counted properly. Uh, so let's now try to speak to these people who are now who are rallying. I would say in thousands already in Brussels as in solidarity with Belarus, and it's amazing actually the number of people who came here because this entire rally, it was unannounced. It's actually unauthorized, but by the way, the policeman just came shortly before the rally and told that it's okay to have it as long as people want it. So thank you, police of Brussels, for supporting this rally. So I'm starting trying to talk to people. Hello, do you speak English?
A little bit.
Would you like to say a couple of words for Hub's TV website?
It's a shame that.
Could you speak loudly, please?
Yeah, I'm ashamed that Lukashenko does this to his own people.
I'm sorry, it's a noise. Can you just speak more like?
So yeah, I'm ashamed that Lukashenko is hurting his own people who want to be free, and that's not possible because he lost the elections. He lost, and he won't give it away his position of being president of Belarus.
Did you see these images which appear from jails? How people look like often?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm just mad that this can be done in the 21st century in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you follow the developments? You know that people right now, like on the streets, like basically all over the country, and protesting, right?
Yeah.
So how does it feel to you?
I'm glad that so many people help us with the revolution of Belarus. That's hopefully gonna happen in a few days of now.
You think the revolutionary gonna win?
I hope so. I hope. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello.
I don't speak English. So.
You don't speak English. Okay.
But a woman and white speaks English very good.
Живе Belarus.
Живе Belarus.
By the way, here we see a poster with the horrendous things which are happening. They're really happening in Belarusian jails. So you see the images how the detainees are being kept. The organizers, they say thank you for coming to people. I'll go a bit further so you can see how many people are participating. So the organizer told that the police, they allowed the meeting to take place despite lack of authorization. The whole world is watching, she said. Let's take a look in the meantime to some posters which people are holding. you can hear from the voice that people are like determined and really, really upset from what is happening in Belarus. So the speaker tells that it's a fascist actions which took place in Belarus. That's impossible, she tells. And she also tells that together we are, with our shoulders, we can overturn these walls. We can break these walls. And I want to join probably in this call to reiterate once again that international attention is very important for the people of Belarus. And together with the international community, we can break these walls, but it would be much more easy if we do that together. The sad reality is, though, that until very recently, the West, quote unquote, the West, have helped Lukashenko regime to survive and thrive. There little known fact that 1 month before the election, the investors from the UK, Switzerland, Germany, and the US, they loaned Lukashenko $1.4 billion. So I imagine how this money are spent now. So it's like rest assured, all those atrocities which are happening in Belarus, they are, let's say, well funded. But people here to change this chain of events, and I really do hope from now on, uh, people of West will be in solidarity with those people of Belarus who are fighting for their freedom. Right now, the Council of the Ministry of Ministers of Foreign Affairs take place. It's like a televised conference, but like still traditionally it would be otherwise. Normally it would take in Brussels. So time of this meeting is not accidental. So we do hope with this meeting will end up in new measures which help people of Belarus to fight for their freedom. Maybe just to digress a bit, what's going on right now? Right now, basically you can tell like entire Belarus is on the streets. So Minsk, Grodno, Brest, city, you name it, are on the streets. You can the industries, they are basically all the industries. I should say all the industries, they are on strike. So right now, a huge strike takes in Belarus, which include car making industry, IT industry, food industry, raw materials industry, like production, you name it. However, despite this unprecedented strike, which you can call like a country strike, real country strike takes place in Belarus right now, by the way. So despite this strike, the government, they did not yet respond. So as of today, Lukashenko declared himself a winner with 80%. It's not official. Quote unquote official by their, let's say, rogue government. And the government, as of now, as a few moments ago, they did not respond to the demand of the protesters who are on the strike. The overall demand in Belarus right now, it's clear. It's new elections and freedom for all political prisoners. And of course, stopping the atrocities. As you see here, I'm just here wanted to show you once again how this horrendous image, like if you hope you can see it, like it's not a made up image. It's just how detainees are being kept in Belarusian jails. and it's not yet stopped. It's going on like right now, as you watch this, like thousands of people are in Belarusian jails. It's important to realize that. So the only way out of that it's solidarity, and I'm repeating myself, but I'm calling for international solidarity. Just please, please, please support people of Belarus in the way whichever is most suitable for you. Uh, I For the American audience, which is on the verge of the elections of their lifetime, I might add a few words. So I will go a bit farther from the rally. So I just want to explain you how it all happened in Belarus, because it's not became overnight that people being tortured, being killed. It happened gradually. So it happened step by step. First, many years ago, Lukashenko has started with press. So he did not tell that the press is the enemy of the people uh, specifically, but he he did do as if the press is the enemy of the people. So, so hold just 1 second. Hello. Uh, yeah. Uh, we hear the speech in English from the protesters.
Мені чутно? Добре? Живі Білорусь! Живі Білорусь! Живі Білорусь!
It's a traditional chant.
Europe, we are here today because in Belarus they committed crimes against humanity. It is not about the elections anymore. It is not just about protecting the votes. It's about protecting the country. It's about fighting for freedom. And it's about fighting against these crimes. You have seen these pictures of inhumanity, of this brutality. These pictures have been seen by the whole world. 6,000 people in Belarus have been detained. They have been injured. There are dead people who were in the streets protecting against these elections. Europe, now the Council of Europe is meeting today, just right now. We are urging you to support Belarus. We need sanctions against this regime. Targeted, personalized sanctions against the Lukashenko regime. Sanctions that will not harm the Belarusian people, but will harm this regime. Here you see the Belgian police standing. This sanction, this action right now has not been allowed. But they said they are in solidarity with us because they are with their people. They are protecting civilians in the streets. But in Belarus, what is happening in Belarus? People are being injured. Women, old men, by the police. They're just demanding their rights to live free. And Europe, please listen to us because we cannot do this alone. You see that there are thousands of people in the streets. The whole country is protesting. Please support us, introduce sanctions, send rapporteurs to Belarus, send journalists, and increase pressure. This is very important to us. We need your solidarity. Живи Беларусь!
Лона Беларусь Беларусь!
Живи Беларусь! Живи Беларусь!
So yeah, I think it was very eloquent and clear. It's not about elections, I would agree, anymore. I mean, it is, but it's also about humanity. I think it's a very good way to put it, which told is that right now crimes against humanity are happening in Belarus. It sounds a bit like exaggeration, I understand, but I mean, it's really happening. It's like, I don't know what to compare it with. It's just, it's unbelievable. it's horrendous. It's beyond our description. So it's like if you will follow in detail what the reports about the tortures in Belarusian jails, I'm sure it's like it is just make you, it will make you cry. It's like it's unimaginable. So um, I I'm right now. I will a bit go a bit further, and I will continue my digression about how did it all happen. It did not like come in one day. It was not like we woke up and people were killed on the streets of Minsk. No, it was gradually. So once again, it started with the press. So first, Lukashenko closed down the newspapers. He overtook the TV. So basically, for the American audience, all the TV in Belarus is just one giant Fox News on steroids. So, and it's not like just TV, it's everything. It's part of one big propaganda machine. It's like you turn on TV, you see Lukashenko, you turn on the radio, you hear Lukashenko. You open a newspaper, his face is on the first page, and so on. So it started with the press. Then next step was law enforcement. So uh, we don't have FBI in Belarus, but we have a Ministry of Interior. And what Lukashenko did, he called Minister of Interior in Belarus in 90s. So and Lukashenko did not ask him for loyalty, but what he did ask, he asked he told him, you have to tell Lukashenko to the chief of the, let's say, security forces. Lukashenko told to the chief of the security forces in the 90s, you have to follow all my orders. And what the guy did, the guy went to the press. And unlike in other countries, this ended very badly. As in less than 2 years after this statement, this guy, the former Minister of Interior, Zakharenko, he just disappeared. That was one breaking point. So first, who stood up against dictatorship in Belarus was the free press. Next, it was the law enforcement. And Lukashenko managed to break those two cornerstones of the society. Next, coincidentally, who spoke out was a big diplomat. So former vice minister of foreign affairs, Andrei Sannikov, he defected from the state, and later he became the presidential candidate who ran against Lukashenko. So what I'm heading to, like, you can see kind of similarities. So it's the same playbook. First the press, then law enforcement try to stand up, then diplomats tried to stand up, and in Belarus that all unfortunately was cracked down. However, what happening right now is that quite miraculously, I would say, it's a long story and we are about the end of it, but just to give you an idea what's happening. So Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, she's literally an English teacher. She decided to run for president because not because she wanted to run for president, but it's just her husband tried to run. He was arrested, and she, out of despair, tried to run in his place. So once again, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya ran for the president of Belarus not because she wanted to run, but because her husband was arrested, and in solidarity with him, she tried to run on his place, in his place, rather. And quite miraculously, this woman, this how they call her, like a bit derogatively, housewife, which is not, by the way. She managed to heal the broken nation and to demonstrate to the people and to the entire world that to the people of Belarus and to the entire world that Belarus is against Lukashenko. Uh, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya's story, it's the separate story probably for the another time, but like as of today, I would like to conclude and thank you very much for your attention. And once again, I'm calling for international solidarity. I'm calling for supporting the demand of the Belarusian people, which are free and fair elections in Belarus and freedom for all political prisoners. So, thank you. Thank you.